This is Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, a podcast and radio program presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan.
Driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
And now, here he is, your host, Jim Ervin.
Baby, I'm home.
Well, hi there, everyone, and thank you, Parker. I'm Jim Ervin, and this is Time Signatures. It's always a pleasure to have past guests on with me, especially when they have big news to share, be it a new album or a tour or other such information to share. They all know the proverbial door is open to them to come and talk about it here. Sonny Bleau and Nic Cocco are no strangers to the Time Signatures microphones, and they have had a busy 2025. So let's get them in here to talk about this amazing year. Sonny Bleau, Nic Cocco, welcome back once again to Time Signatures, and I see you have your manager with you.
That's right. Thank you so much for having us all on today.
Well, you know, it seems like just yesterday that we spent time together, and it's a pleasure to see that you guys are enjoying some success out there with your newish album, Passion and Regrets, but especially your first single release called 2 Glasses of Whiskey on Ice. Now, rumor has it that one has enjoyed some success with B.B. King's Nerdsville, so come on, let's hear about it.
Yeah, well, you know, 2 Glasses of Whiskey on Ice has done very, very well for us on Sirius XM Bluesville and Rack of Blues. We spent 12 weeks in the Rack of Blues with that song.
Nice.
Over the summer, and 5 weeks in the top 5.
Yeah.
So pretty exciting.
You know, it's crazy because I remember listening to that every weekend. I was listening to Rack of Blues, and you and I were texting back and forth. You're like, hey, we're at number 7, and then we're number 5, and then we're number 3. And it's like, oh, hey, cool. How far can you go, you know?
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, we're very grateful. We're very grateful to the fans. We're very grateful to Sirius XM Bluesville and
sure.
You know, and all those folks for taking a chance on us and playing our music. And you know, we're excited about the future with Sirius XM and other stuff. So lots of good stuff happening there.
So, Sonny, I want to ask you, how did you feel when you were watching that rise of your song for those weeks? I mean, it was like you started low and then you just kept ascending. What did that feel like for you?
Well, it's funny because the first week we were on, we were doing a garage sale at the house. And so we were so busy, we actually forgot to listen to Rack of Blues that day. And Gina Coleman from Misty Blues sent us a message through social media and said, you guys were number 15 on Rack of Blues. And we're reading this at like 11 o'clock at night, like as we're falling asleep. And we're like, oh my gosh. So then he was up all night, you know, just so excited. And so the next week, my kids and I were in the car, and I was like, okay, guys, we may or may not be on this because, you know, you never know. And it was just one of those things that we were listening, and all of a sudden we heard us playing, you know, and I remember one week we were listening to it, and my youngest son says, Mom, what if you're in the top 10? Because we were still listening, and we're like, oh no, they're at number 11. Like, we may not even be on it this week. And he's like, you could be in the top 10. And then sure enough, we were number 10 that week. And so it was exciting, and the kids were excited listening and trying to, you know, find out where's Mom going to be this week. So it was very exciting for everybody.
I have to tell you that, you know, going through the process of you guys recording the album with Mick Colossa, you know, with you, it was kind of cool because I was on the sidelines just waiting for this album to drop. And then when it started hitting the Rack of Blues, there's nothing more satisfying to me than to see a friend doing well. And you guys really did well. And I know that you have to be just excited as all get out about it. But I want to ask you about the next single. Anything? What's coming down the chute next?
Well, we got some very interesting stuff going on.
We're going to get to the interesting stuff, I promise you. But go ahead.
We just sent what did we send? We sent 8 tracks over to the label, and they're listening to those tracks right now, which we're very excited about. So it'll be 8 new songs.
Wait a minute. Wait, are we breaking news here? You got a new album in the works?
Isn't that what you just asked me?
No, I was asking about your next single you're releasing from the album. But that's cool.
Oh,
Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go.
Yeah, so we're putting together album number 5 as we speak. And then we had this amazing show last night.
Yeah, out at Urban Beat in Lansing.
Yep,
that's right.
Hold on, guys. Don't jump the gun. We're going to get to that. I promise you. Let me get there, but I want to work through this real quick.
Sorry.
All right. So it looks like you guys have been busy out there touring and promoting Passion and Regrets, both in state as well as out on the open road in the Midwest this year. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. We've had a really busy spring and summer. We've been all over the Midwest. We have a few dates down south. We still have a few more coming up down south that we're very excited about in 2025. And then in 2026 just looks amazing. Yeah. We have several festivals in 2026 already booked. And we're very excited.
Very cool. Now, how have you been received out there?
I think people are coming to see the shows, so that's always a good thing. It was very exciting. We got to play the Alamo a few weeks back for the first time, and I don't know if you've ever been down to the Alamo in Springfield, Illinois, but it's not a huge place, but it was pretty full, and it's really great to see the people come out and to have them stay for the entire show. And that's been like the greatest thing is people are there to see you, to buy the ticket, and they stay the entire time. And so that as artists, you're like, woohoo, we must be doing something right.
It must be a cool feeling to be a part of that. And also Arts Beats and Eats this year too. Hey.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're so excited. It was the first year Sunny Bleau and the Moons got to be at Arts Beats and Eats. It was my first time ever being at Arts Beats and Eats, and I've lived in Michigan for about 25 years. So it was just an incredible experience. The crews running the stages, I mean, they did an amazing job. Sound people, and of course the audience coming out. You couldn't ask for a better crowd.
Wonderful. Now, I see that you've added a new member to the band, the Moons, as we talk about. And I'm kind of happy because I got a chance to meet him last evening, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But absolutely seems to be the right fit for this band. By the way, you guys sounded really tight. And he brings a new feeling to the bandstand, a very personable individual, yeah?
Absolutely. Jordan Del Vecchio, an incredible drummer. And just one of the kindest human beings you will ever meet. He's got an incredible positive vibe that he brings into the room, and talented, beyond belief. I think I've said that already. But it's funny. We're in transition, and our good friend Tom Sumner, who has drummed with us for the last few years, off and on and stuff, helping when he can. Was actually at a local blues jam, and he saw this kid and heard him a little bit, and he calls Nick and he says, "Hey, I think I found your drummer." So Nick sends him over a few tracks and some original stuff, and he comes in about 2 days later and just flawlessly plays it all. And we're like, yeah, can we keep you?
Yeah.
And he's, as I said, he's very personable, very friendly,
Yes.
and a great guy. The youngest kid on the bandstand too, right?
Yeah. We call him the kid. He is a grown man.
Yes, he is.
Like 34, but very youthful looking. And I got to tell you, the girls like him.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of comments and a lot of girls. So good for him.
Absolutely. Now, clearly you guys have caught someone's attention out there with all you've been doing, because I happened to catch a post this past week about you getting a very special delivery. You want to talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we have a lot to be thankful for. We
Absolutely.
have a lot to be thankful for, and our EPs and our fans, just incredible. So recently, we ended up getting an endorsement with Hammond organ that
Nice.
means so much to us.
Yeah.
Passion and Regrets. We recorded that down in Memphis. It was recorded predominantly using a B3. And as you know, a B3 is a very large piece of equipment,
Oh
very
yeah.
heavy, 500 pounds. Then you add the Leslie and everything else to it. And um, so when we received the endorsement from Hammond, um, I mean, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
The sound of the Hammond is a big part of the sound of Sonny Bleau and the Moons,
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
and we are super super excited. And what was amazing is when it got here, they had it all programmed for us. I mean, it had every patch in it that we needed.
Wow.
It's a SK Pro 2, SKX Pro 2.
Hmm.
Um, and I mean, it had the vintage B3 already programmed in it, had the Wurlitzer programmed into it, or that type of sound
Yep.
patch, and the piano on it's amazing.
Hmm.
It is amazing, and other stuff that we had requested, and um, I mean, and Hammond is just great to work with. They
Yeah.
have been just absolutely fabulous to work
Yeah.
with.
And our key player, Mark Croft, just over the moon, he's been, testing out all the different sounds, all the
Oh
buttons and
yeah.
pulling all the knobs and doing all the things. And he's just in heaven.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've secured an endorsement from Hammond, which is no small deal. You've also
Oh,
done well with Two Glasses, and from what I'm seeing, you guys are hitting the Central Michigan area a ton this fall, aren't you? Now, before you take off into this, let's talk about your appearance last evening at Urban Beat, where I got to see Mark playing with all the knobs and buttons. And I got to tell you, that Hammond is very impressive to see up close and in person. And watching him play last night was like a kid at Christmas because it was like he just kept unboxing stuff and making
yeah.
adjustments, and it wasn't like he was just doing it randomly. He was really contributing to the sound of the band. And Urban Beat offers such a nice intimate setting with a fun crowd, whether it's 20 or 120. But talk about that show last evening. It went pretty well for you guys, didn't it?
Yes, last night was the second show we've done at Urban Beat, and we love the space. The audio people there are incredible to work with, and we had a great crowd that came out last night.
Oh yeah.
I love that so many people are dancing to our music. In fact, we met this couple last night who love to dance to blues
Yep.
music, and they haven't heard a lot of great blues music that they could dance to. And they saw Sonny Bleau and the Moons on television and started listening to all of our stuff, and they came out to see the show and dance, and they were not disappointed. And that's what we do when we go out to a show. We want people to have a great time, and that crowd at Urban Beat last night was having a great time.
And
Yes.
and I gotta tell you, I talked to Eric and his wife briefly, but Nick, what did Eric tell you? And you had me come up and talk to them on microphone and get it on camera. What did they tell you?
Well, okay. I'm paraphrasing here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, only because um, I can't remember the words exactly, which is why I asked you to record it so I would have it. Okay. Um, but basically what they said was that um, uh, listening to Sonny Blue and the Moons brought them back to where they could feel the music within their soul. I mean, that was essentially what the
Yep.
conversation was, and that it moved them to dance, and it moved them to clap, and it moved them to be a part of it. And
Yep.
that, a lot of the blues shows don't are more focused on the soloist and less focused on the audience itself, on the
Yep.
audience's engagement. So, and that they had been to a lot of shows at Urban Beat, but that the show they saw last night was the best show that they had seen so far.
And I want to add something in here because for anybody that knows the Lansing blues scene, Jambalayas was huge back in the day. And one of the things that Nick told me is they used to go to Jambalayas before they closed. And Jambalayas was very well known for the blues and the dancing and the music. And they had some of the biggest names in the blues play there and go through there. And Eric told me that he didn't think that they were ever going to be able to find music to dance to again. And I'm telling you, from the first song, guys, they were out there. You saw it. I mean, I'm not making
Yep.
this up. But I want to flip the page here. The fall season is upon us. And as I alluded to, you guys have some fun stuff on the calendar. For example, you have a bit of the Blues Fest warm up coming up for this Thursday, don't you?
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
Very excited. We are going to be at the Token Lounge this Thursday with the king of Beale Street, Mr. Jonathan Ellison, and his band. So this is two great, when I say moving bands, this is what I mean. You are, we'll sell you the seat, but you'll only need the edge. It's a great line. It's a great line. But I'm serious. You will be up and moving with both bands. Jonathan Ellison, he is anointed by B.B. King himself. That's how he got the title, the King of Beale Street. And, he runs I should say, well, he runs the house band at BB King's on Beale Street, in addition to many other things that he does. And he's going out on tour, and the tour is going to be coming here through Michigan. And we were very excited, to be doing this one stop, one night only at the Token Lounge.
Yep. Nice.
And that's Thursday, September 11th. And I'm telling you, get your tickets.
Yep.
You're not going to want to miss this guy. If you're a blues, soul, R&B, soul, funk lover, you are going to love Jonathan Ellison, let me tell you. And if you like to dance to the blues, you're going to love Sonny Blue and the Moons.
That's right.
So, but it just come on out. I mean, it's worth it. Absolutely worth it to see both bands, but definitely to see Jonathan in his first ever appearance here in Michigan.
Yep. Going to be an exciting time. And go ahead and throw out the website there for people that want to get tickets.
All right. You can go to thetokenlounge.com to get tickets. The web link is like that long, so I can't say it all.
Tokenlounge.com.
Right.
Or you go over to sunnyblue.com and the link is there. It'll send you over.
That's correct.
There you go. And then 2 days later, you guys have another big date on your calendar, don't you?
Yes, we do. We're going to be in New Baltimore at the New Baltimore Blues Festival.
Yeah.
And that is Saturday, September 13th. We will once again be with the great Thornetta Davis. There's going to be lots of great bands there. It's a full day of blues on the water.
Yeah.
We actually performed at the inaugural New Baltimore Blues Festival last year. And that was actually at the Veterans facility, the VFW Hall.
Okay.
This one is actually in the park downtown on Lake St. Clair. So
Very cool.
So
it's
bring the
very
family out. It's family friendly. Got food all day long. Bring a lawn chair with you. Bring some blankets. But plan to spend the day out there listening to some amazing Detroit blues artists.
and every dime raised at that goes to the veterans.
That's right.
So this is a fundraiser for the AMVETS.
You know, that reminds me, I need to get in touch with the organizer and get them on, because you know me and vets. I absolutely love my veterans. So it'd be nice to talk to them. I'm going to turn the page again here. September 20th, you make your Michigan BluesFest debut in Greater Lansing area at the Old Town. How does it feel to be called upon to come and play for this storied blues event, you two?
You know, it is such an honor to get to be there. You know, we've never played at Michigan Blues Fest, and it's just great to be able to be part of this incredible blues festival in our home state and with other Michigan artists that we respect, and to be on that bill with them. Again, it's, you know, every year it's like leveling up, and it's very exciting to see Sonny Bleau and the Moons name right next to John Nemeth. That is so exciting, especially for me as a beginner harmonica player compared to John Nemeth. I'm so excited to hear him and to meet him, and you know, to be on the opposite stage of him. It's very exciting.
You know, I stepped outside for a minute last evening, and Nick was standing out there, and he goes, look at this, and he's pointing at the poster. He goes, we're right there next to John. This is so cool. So he ended up getting a poster to take home and the little handbill. And so definitely a keeper, no doubt about that. Now, Terry always requires that you unveil a new song at his Blues Fest. So have you got something good lined up for us?
Oh,
we do. I'm so excited to get to do this song live, and the band sounds great doing it. And this is probably going to be one of those songs that goes on the new album too.
Well, and I got to tell you that it's always fun to me when I hear the band say, Terry requires that we launch a new song at this event. So here it is. And then they unveil it and you get to hear it for the first time. And that's always exciting. So definitely looking forward to seeing what you guys, and neither of you, just for people that are watching, neither of you have shared with me even what that song is. And I'm excited to hear it for the first time. It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Good.
The title is a secret until the show.
That's right.
Good. That's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not even going to push, man. I'm excited just to hear it for the first time. Now,
and
it also, go ahead.
I was saying, and like every song, there's a good story that goes behind it.
And you're going to share the story, eh?
Yes, sir.
You didn't write a song about me, did you?
Not yet.
I got to watch her, man, because you don't want to tick her off, because she writes some she-woman songs, and then the one about turning coffee on.
That's right.
And don't forget the cream.
That's right.
Now, it looks like you guys have another quick run down to West Virginia in early October as well. That has to be exciting for you, too.
It is. It's very exciting.
Yep.
You know, we played in West Virginia. Actually, we're playing at the same two venues.
Okay.
We played over Father's Day weekend, and it was such a great event. They called us and said, hey, would you guys be willing to come back? One of the places we played was the American Legion Hall. And the American Legion Hall really, really, really liked it. And they, loved the performance, and they are doing one of their annual fundraisers. And they asked us if we would participate. And the West Virginia Polo Club, Gene, said, I'll tell you what, Nick, if you guys come down and do this, I'll take care of the bill. And we said, we're there.
How cool.
Yeah.
How cool.
I can tell you, the vets out there in West Virginia, They love She Woman. They made us do that song three times that night.
When we played there last time.
So, and by the end, they're all screaming the words. And if you know the words, you know what words they were screaming. But they loved it. They loved it.
All right, you two, you know the drill here. Where can people go to find more about Sonny Bleau and the Moons, maybe buy some merch, some CDs, especially that new album, Passion and Regrets, on vinyl? Where do we send them?
You go to sonnyblue.com. And yeah, we got all kinds of merch. We got the new She Women shirts. So if you're a She Woman, join the She Women Club. I got shirts and tank tops available, all kinds of new designs up there. And of course, we've got the music, Passion Regrets, on vinyl and CD. And you can also download the MP3s from our website. So, you know, don't stream it, download it, support your artists.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, Sonny Bleau, Nic Cocco, it's always a pleasure, my friends. And you know my door is always open. My microphone is always on for you when the need arises. And I will see you two in just a couple of weeks for the Michigan BluesFest in Lansing. And bring some friends with you too, would you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, as this episode comes to a close, I want to tell you about the VFW National Home. And by the way, I didn't plan it this way. It just happened this way. But I want to tell you about the VFW National Home, located just about 30 miles southwest of my current location in Eaton Rapids, Michigan. The VFW National Home assists military, veterans, and their families with children by creating a foundation of services and resources to achieve their personal and family goals in order to move forward in a positive, safe, and healthy environment. Among the many things offered through the VFW National Home are single-family homes within the community at no cost, tutoring, classes, secondary financial assistance, and educational resources to empower and grow. And they also offer licensed daycare for their residents at no charge. Visit vfwnationalhome.org today to learn more and also to make your tax-deductible donation. And as always, thank you so much for your consideration. And that wraps up this edition of Time Signatures with Jim Ervin. Once again, my thanks to our guests Sonny Bleau and Nic Cocco, but also to you, for without you, none of this would be possible. Jim Ervin reminding you, keeping the blues alive is everyone's responsibility, but preserving the history of the blues, one story at a time, remains my mission. Until next time, so long, everybody.
This has been Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan. For more information on cabs, visit capitalareablues.org. You can find this episode and past episodes at lcconnect.org. The Time Signatures theme song, Michigan Roads, is used by permission and was written by Root Doctor, featuring Freddie Cunningham.
You know I'm trying, baby, driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
Until next time, keep on keeping the blues alive.